Middle school students, thank you so much for tuning in to this installment of Thursday Thoughts, a Q&A where I answer your questions. Man, I'm really enjoying these. These are so much fun. I just kind of unedited a reel and get to answer some fun questions as well as some serious questions. And I'm excited because we got some great questions happening today. Well, I just one before we get started. I just want to, it's a beautiful day outside. There have been several of those. I just want to encourage you, get outside, do some things fun outside, go take a walk, go take a run, do something, whatever that is. Just make sure you spend some time outside. I want to encourage you in that. Well, let's get right to it. I want to just dive right into these questions. I feel like we got some great ones. So the first question comes, and somebody asked me, what is the thing that you've been eating the most since quarantine? And let me tell you something, people, I love to eat. Everything, there's not very many things that I don't like to eat. Well, one thing that I have found is these s'mores yogurt things where it's like half yogurt or like 3/4 yogurt, and this other thing that it's got the chocolate chips and the granola, and you just dunk it over, and it's just yummy goodness. And I'll be honest with you, I let it sit a little bit, let the granola get a little soft. It is so good. I feel like I eat 3 or 4 of those a day. I probably eat 2 a day, but they are delicious. They're 180 calories though. So anyway, but they are so good. That's one thing that I'm eating, feels like, every day. Next, somebody asked me how Shiloh is doing. To be completely honest with you, today she's kind of been a little cranky. She's getting a second tooth in. She's got this one in, and then she's getting this one in, and she's just been a little cranky. But she's always a lot of fun. She's always really got a lot of energy, really squirmy. She's always wanting to move around, and so it is a lot of fun. But she has been cranky the past couple of days due to getting a new tooth. The next question is from Laura Hendricks. She asked me if I've ever broken a bone, and unfortunately, she broke her ankle the other day playing basketball, and so that was where the question comes from her. But yes, I've broken a couple bones. One of the bones I broke was in my left foot playing soccer. A slide tackle came in from the side, didn't see it. Total foul. I don't know that the ref called a foul, but it was total foul for sure. Anyway, I broke 3 bones in my foot. I wasn't able to play for 8 to 10 weeks, I think. So it was not fun. I remember having a cast, then a boot, then I think I had to go back to a cast for some reason. But yeah, I broke that foot. I've broken my hand. It was actually my right hand, the metacarpal right here. I broke it playing basketball, and I had to learn how to write left-handed. And so now every time I close my hand, my pinky is up under my finger. They said I had to get it re-broken, and that was a part of the re-break, is that it would always close under my finger. And then I broke a finger in my left hand as well. And so, yeah, I've broken a couple bones, but it's never fun. Rehab's never fun. Having a cast is never fun. And it's especially not fun because you can't get anybody to sign your cast. Anyway, she also asked, what was my favorite sport to watch on TV or to watch as a child? I would say, to be honest with you, my favorite one, even though I love soccer, was basketball. I love watching basketball. Just fast-paced. It's constantly moving. I think soccer is a little bit more elegant. It's a little bit more, it's still fast-paced, but the players act in a more methodical way. They think through a lot more. Anyway, those are my 2 favorite, but really, I like to watch any sport that I like playing. So I like to watch baseball for some innings. I can't watch all 9 innings. I like golf. I love basketball, football, soccer. There's really not many sports that I don't like watching. I like to watch cricket. If you've never watched cricket, you need to go watch cricket. It's a lot of fun. Once you understand the rules, it's really great. Somebody asked me also, with all the content that you're doing on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the different days, the daily Bible reading, where is one place that we can find all of that? And I'm thankful that you asked that. That's, 1, super mature of you. 2, I just wanted to say that you can find all of that at hvillefamily.com. So HVILLE family.com. And it has everything. You select middle school, and we've got it all broken down into like 7 sections for you and your entire family to watch, listen, and engage in. It's where everything's at. So if you can't find it at the right time here or on any of those other platforms, you can always find it on HVille Family. It's going to be stored there for forever, and so you can go back and rewatch and re-listen and partake in all of that kind of great stuff. Somebody asked, what is one place you would like to go visit that you've never visited before? I'll be honest with you. I've visited a lot of places, but one of the places that I would love to go visit is I would love to go to Australia. That's just one place that I've always wanted to go to. I want to do like one of those things where you hop in the car safari and you get to see all the animals and Always wanted to see a kangaroo in Australia. I don't know why that's in my head, but always have. So that's one thing that I would love to do, is just to go to Australia and to be around people that actually have Australian accents. I just think that'd be great. There's a couple churches down there, like Hillsong's down there, that I would like to go visit, be a part of, be a lot of fun. So then the last question someone asked is, what does your quiet time look like? And I'm a little hesitant to share because, to be transparent with you, it's something that I feel like I'm always trying to refine and make better. And probably with 2 months ago, it really wasn't that good, and it's kind of it was in a valley in my life, and now it's kind of coming out in this season. It's one thing God's showing me, is to spend more time in His Word and in prayer. But I will share, and I want to say this: one, I don't want this to discourage anybody. Two, just getting in God's Word at your own pace, at your own time, is always better than not getting in it at all. And so for me and my lifestyle currently right now, because I have a 7-month-old, we wake up super early. Like today, she woke up at 5:30, and I don't know why, she just did. And so I had a lot of time to read, to pray, to write out a prayer. And so what it looks like for me is I go through the Gospels verse by verse right now. It's taken me 2 years. So really, since I moved here, it's taken me the whole time I've been here. But I've been through Matthew, Mark, Luke. I'm in John 8. I just finished John 8 this morning. But I go verse by verse, reading, looking at commentaries, looking at study Bibles, and just asking the Lord to speak to me, to show me stuff. Sometimes I go through 30 plus verses, and sometimes I just get convicted and hit so hard I only focus on 1 or 2. And so I don't really have an amount that I go through. It's just really the time that I spend in God's Word. Well, it's kind of what I do. And then after that, I spend moments in a journal where I write out a prayer, and I spend time praising the Lord first, because I always think it gets our heart right to praise first before ask. So I always praise, and then I try to ask the Lord for things in that moment in that journal, so I can always go back and look to see what He answered. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's Thursday Thoughts, a Q&A where I answer your questions. It's been fun. I really enjoy doing this. It's just, I like to come to you and just be honest and transparent and real with you. And so please, I need more questions though. I need you to go ahead and send questions. So after this is over, go to the email, talk to your parents, tell them to send me a text, do whatever, call me and get me some more questions, because I want to answer the questions that you have as middle school students. And so please make sure you do that. I also want to remind you, this Sunday is Easter, so we were not going to be having live at 5. But after this Sunday, again, it's going to continue in the Bible reading plans every day. Zoom Hangouts by grade coming up next Tuesday. We're going to be middle school worship. We're going to have Thursday Thoughts again. We're going to do live at 5 the next Sunday. So just be a part of everything that we're doing. You can go to HFL Family like we already talked about, but make sure you are a part of what we're doing, middle school students, because this is going to grow you, shape you. And I believe when we get back to this, where we get to hang out and gather together, it's going to bring us together. It's going to unify us, and it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about this stuff. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see you next time.